Hey out there, and welcome. I'm Kate and I'm glad you're here. Today's practice is called You're the Tops because we're going to be working in some poses that are on the tops of our feet. So some core, some shoulders, super fun, quick, small, short package. Grab a couple of blocks. I'm in a quiet spot. I'm not touching that one. Roll out your mat and let's do some yoga. All right, so we're gonna start in Vajrasana, which is simply sitting on your heels. If this feels over the top, you can grab a block or your blanket if you want. You can put that block between your heels and sit there. It takes some of the pressure off the fronts of your ankles and the tops of your feet. If you feel comfortable sitting on your feet, then please, by all means, stay right there. Take a moment here just to close your eyes, to feel your shoulders drop away from your ears and to feel the length of your spine. Sometimes it almost feels easier in this seated position to sit tall. Our hips are a little bit out of the equation here. So take a couple of breaths. Just smooth and easy. And as you do, feel that shift start to happen from the day that happened off of your mat to this time here on this magic rectangle that we now get to hang out on for a little while. And before we start moving, just take a moment to acknowledge the fact that you are here and to say a quiet thanks to yourself. No matter what comes next, say thank you that you are here. All right, inhale, open your eyes, take your arms, stretch them out, reach them up. When you exhale, take your right hand down to the floor, take a lean up and over to the side. As you reach through those left fingertips, that left sitting bone's gonna root right down. Inhale, come on up. And when you exhale, take that left hand down, stretch up and reach over. Same thing here, that right side sitting bone's gonna root to the floor. Inhale, come on up through the middle, reach your arms up. When you exhale, bring your arms into cactus. Feel the tips of your shoulder blades slide into your back. Take another breath in, feel your chest lift. When you exhale, curl in. Pinkies and elbows touch, chin to your chest. Inhale, open it back up, spread and lift. Exhale, pull it in. Again, inhale, open. And exhale, curl in. One more. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale, open it up. Stretch those arms up. When you exhale, take your right hand to the floor. We're gonna lean, lift your hips, and just step your left leg out. So you get a nice little knee down side plank. Breathe into that left side. Inhale, lift your left leg up just enough so you can pull your heel in towards your butt. Set yourself back down, sweep your arm down. Inhale, reach up. Same thing to the other side, right? You're gonna drop it down, lean, and lift. Kick that right leg out. Big stretch into that right side. And then shift just enough. Float that leg up, pull your heel in, and then set it back down. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, drag those knuckles down. Get a lift into your chest. We're gonna do a lot of curling in today, so luxuriate in this. Breath across your collarbones. And then from here, you can release your hands. Come forward into table and just tap out the tops of your feet. If you have a block there, you're gonna wanna get rid of it now. Whoop, and roll it to the side. Or try to. Tuck your toes under and then sit your weight back on your heels again. And maybe your fingertips need to stay on the floor because your weight can't go back too far because it hurts. So find the stretch in your toes that works for you. That's it. Okay, and then untuck your toes and tap out your feet. Keep your toes untucked, set your hips back on your heels. Lean over to this right side again, but now you're gonna take your left hand to the top of your knee and pull this back. So the top of your foot, this part of your, like right underneath your toes is still on the mat. Press it down. And then let that settle into the floor. Wow, words didn't work for a second. Lean to the left and then take your right hand to your right knee and peel that up. The top of your foot's gonna root down. Yeah. Okay, and then one more time. Come forward into your table, tuck your toes under, set your hips back onto your heels. And now walk your hands back, and maybe you can find a place where we're like, okay, this isn't so bad, right? Okay, and now take your arms forward, pull your shoulders back. So we're gonna lean back. You know what, I'm gonna spin around so this makes more sense. You can see it from the side. You're gonna lean back and lean back enough so you can start to pull your belly in and see if you can float these knees up off the mat. And come into a little toe balance. And then drop your heels, feel your weight move forward. Maybe your heels come to the floor. Sometimes when you do that though, your butt you can't resist the butt fall. But we want to try to stay on the feet. Come on, back up into your toe balance. Lean back. Lower your knees down to the mat. Inhale, take your arms now. You lift off your heels, stretch out and up. Interlace your fingers overhead, flip your palms. Yeah. Take your hands down to the mat, step it back, downward facing dog, and just pedal it out here. Yeah. Take your right leg lifted up and kick it back behind you. And when you exhale, step your right foot wide. So we come into a high lizard lunge and just rock forward and back. That's it. Nice. Okay. And now we're going to step back again, downward facing dog. Rock forward into plank and vinyasa how you want to. Knees, chest, chin, chaturanga. You get to pick. Curl it forward, baby cobra, or an upward facing dog. When you exhale, pull it back, downward facing dog. And same thing on the left side, like pure and simple, left leg lifts up. When you exhale, step that left foot wide. So we land in a lizard lunge right here. And just rock it in and out. Oh, yeah. Step it back again, downward facing dog. Rock forward into plank and another vinyasa here. And pull it back. We'll meet in down dog. Take your gaze forward and then walk or hop your feet up. And just hang over Uttanasana, top of the mat. Soften your knees and let yourself sway. We're not spending a ton of time on the hamstrings. I feel like we normally have a pretty substantial hamstring stretchy session. So give this your attention. Press into the four corners of your feet. Feel your kneecaps lift. So those quads engage. Backs of the thighs slacken up. Okay, that's probably not the right word for it, but all right, press into those feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into the floor, rise up, Urdhva Hastasana. Inhale, take it out, reach it up. When you exhale, bring your hands down through prayer. And now we're gonna go right into it. Like we are not effing around. Take your feet a little bit wider. And open your toes. For a split second, I thought I had my pants on inside out. I don't think no, okay. They're not. All right, we can resume. Okay, so spread your feet, take your toes out. We need to focus. Inhale, take your arms and reach them up. When you exhale, hands come down through prayer, bend your knees, sink your hips down. We're going for it, Malasana. Ooh. And you can take your fingertips to the floor on this first one, and for every single one after it, I don't mean just this one, but we're gonna rock a little bit back and forth. Okay, this is kind of home base. All right, so we're gonna come in and out of this a couple of times. So here we are. You're gonna lift your butt, plant your hands, press into those hands, take your weight, so your shoulder stacks over your wrist, take your weight into your hands, because now you're gonna come onto the top of your right foot. Come onto the top of your left foot. Dip your knees down, and then draw them back up. Step your right foot into Malasana. Step your left foot into Malasana. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Come back into the full Malasana, the full yoga squat. Press into your feet. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach out and up. When you exhale, we're gonna sink right back into it. Malasana. Same thing now, we're gonna lead with the left foot. So lift your butt, plant your hands. Press into the floor. Feel your upper back round even here. Top of the left foot. Top of the right foot. Dip your knees down. Drag them back up. Left foot steps Malasana. Right foot, full pose. Sink your hips, lift your chest. It's a burner, it's okay. Push into your feet, come all the way up again, straighten your legs, take your arms, reach them out and up. Now we're gonna add to that, you ready? Hands come down to prayer. Sit it down. A Malasana. All right, lift your butt. Top of the right foot, top of the left foot. Dip your knees down. Drag them back in, round that upper back. Step your right foot back into plank. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Pull it up and back. Take your right leg, lift it up, stretch it back behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hip, open it up here. Inhale, square it off. When you exhale, step your right foot up between your thumbs. Drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana, reach it out and stretch up. Bring your hands down through prayer here. You're gonna untuck your back toes. Scissor your inner thighs, pull your low belly in. Press into the top of your left foot. Lift that back knee off the mat. Scissor here. Inhale. Exhale, lower it all the way back down. Tuck your back toes under. Rise up, this time crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, take your hands to the floor. Slide that right leg back. Slide your right hip back. Full, nice, long Parsvottanasana pyramid pose. We can get a hamstring stretch right here. Scissor your inner thighs. Soften that front knee, step it back, find your plank. Okay, from plank, slide your right foot forward, top of the right foot, top of the left foot. Dip your knees down. Press into the floor, drag them back up. Step your right foot into Malasana, left foot Malasana. Sink your hips. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Second side, when you exhale, hands through prayer, sink it down. Plant your hands, lift your booty. Top of the left foot, top of the right foot. Knees down, press into the floor, drawing back up. Left foot steps back, right foot steps back. Downward facing dog. Okay, left leg lifts, inhale. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Square it off. Step it forward. Anjaneyasana, bend that back knee. Sweep it out and reach up. Sink your hips, even here, scissor your inner thighs, soften your shoulders. Untuck those back toes, hands come down to prayer. Zip up your low belly, pelvic floor is gonna lift. Press into the top of that right foot. Lift your back knee. Inhale. Exhale, slowly set it down. Tuck your toes, rise up. Crescent lunge, full breath here. Stretch through that back heel, inhale. Hands to the floor, pull it back. Work to straighten that left leg. Soften that front knee. Step it back into plank. You know what? If you want a vinyasa here, you can. I'm not going to. My shoulder's not feeling great today, so if you want, you can. We'll meet in plank. Top of the left foot's gonna slide forward. Top of the right foot. Dip your knees down. Press into the floor, drag them back up. Step that left foot wide. Step your right foot wide. Malasana. Press into your feet. Come all the way up. You're loving this. I know, me too. Come on back down. Let's do it again. You ready? We're gonna add something. Plant your hands, lift your butt. Top of the right foot. Top of the left foot. Knees down. You got this. Draw it in, zip that low belly. Right foot steps back, plank. Left foot steps back, plank. Vinyasa if you want it. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Oh yeah. Take that right foot, lift it up, stretch it back. Exhale, step it up between your thumbs. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toes. Inhale, take your arms. We're gonna reach them up, Anjaneyasana. When you exhale, bow your torso forward, sweep your arms back. Just get a little squeeze through your shoulder blades. But feel your weight firmly like over this right foot. Take your arms, stretch them forward. We're gonna move forward, right? So let's start the thing here. And now come onto the top of your left foot. Here we go. Lean your weight into your right foot. Drag this left foot all the way in and up. Pull your knee into your chest. Woo! Kick that left foot forward. Warrior 3. Take it back. Step it into crescent lunge. Inhale. When you exhale, open warrior 2. Shoulder blades in. Flip that front palm, reach up, stretch back, reverse warrior. Just open up through this right side. Back through your warrior 2. Windmill this left hand down to the floor. Left side, side plank. We're gonna spin and lift Vashisthasana. Yeah. Right hand to the mat. Okay, slide your right foot forward, top of the right foot, boom. Top of the left foot, boom. Knees down. Suck them back up. Top of step that right foot, step that left foot, Malasana. Okay, rise up. One more little ditty, okay? Bring it back down, left side. Okay, lift your butt, plant your hands. Top of the left foot, boom. Top of the right foot, boom. Knees down. Use that core, suck them back up. We're gonna step back into plank with the left foot, with the right foot. Vinyasa here if you want it. Downward facing dog. Take your left foot, lift it up, stretch it back. And exhale, step it forward. Drop your back knee. Anjaneyasana, inhale. All right, untuck your back toes. When you exhale, torso forward, arms sweep back. Okay, here we go. Shoulder blades in, but take your arms, reach them forward. Press into the top of this right foot. Lean your weight into the left one. We're gonna come all the way up. Pull that right knee in. You might leave some skin on the top of your mat. That's okay, we'll clean it off later. Kick that right foot forward. Warrior 3. Not for the faint of heart. Roll that inner right thigh toward the sky. Crescent lunge. Full breath here. Warrior 2. Shoulders soft, extend fingertip to fingertip. Flip that front palm, reach back, reverse warrior. Inhale up, warrior 2. Windmill your right hand down to the mat. Right side, Vashisthasana, side plank. Press into the floor, roll into the outer edge of that right foot. Lift your hips, flex your feet. Take this left hand down to the mat, plank. Top of the left foot slides forward. Top of the right foot. Dip your knees down. Drag them back up, stepping into Malasana. Left foot goes first, right foot goes first. Sink your butt down. Take it all the way to the mat, boom. Take your legs out in front, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, take a fold over them, right over them. Feel your spine lengthen. And then stretch out and over. Curl yourself all the way back up. Grab for your blocks now. If you've been using them all this time, awesome. If not, grab them now. You're gonna come onto your knees. Okay, here we go. Sit back on your heels like we've been doing. Right? And now you're gonna take your blocks so they're like, I don't know, what is this? A little bit forward of your knees. You'll find the thing that works for you. Is it halfway? Is it a quarter of the way? Is it 3/4 of the way? I don't know. Gonna take your hands on the blocks, lean forward, press into the floor, round your upper back. So your hips are gonna lift, feel your upper back lift toward the sky. We're here. Keep pushing down. Now this low belly is gonna zip. Lift your knees off the mat like we've been doing. Lower them down. Lift them up. Lower them down. One more, lift it up. Hold it here. 10, 9, 8. Keep pressing to the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees. Come up off of his feet for a second. Sweep your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Drag your knuckles down. Lift your chest. Yeah. All right, release that. One more time. So we can go back and you can do exactly what we just did. Press into the floor, round your upper back. Feel your front body kind of like hollow out, like a big melon baller, like we melon balling. I used to love doing that when I was a kid. Anyway, you can do that or you can add on. So here we are. Plant your hands. Lean forward, press into the block, round your upper back. Feel yourself pull in here. We're gonna melon baller right here. Hollow it out. Zip that low belly in. Lift your knees off the mat. Now from here, can you press into those hands? Can your feet lift off the mat? Suck your knees into your chest. Drop it all the way down. Come back up onto your knees. This time you're gonna tuck your toes. Take your blocks to your outer ankles for Ustrasana. I'm gonna undo some of this forward, crouchy stuff. So you can use the blocks for your hands or you can use the tops of your ankles or your heels, right? If you need a blanket underneath your knees, hopefully you've got one nearby. Lengthen your tailbone down. Feel your hips press forward, your thighs press back. Take your thumbs into your armpits. I always think about farmers here for some reason. Got a little piece of hay sticking out of the corner of your mouth. Chewing on some alfalfa. Unhinged. Okay. From here, tailbone down, hips forward. Use your fingertips to kind of pull yourself, your thumbs up and then over. So you're arcing your upper back up and over. Right hand's gonna find the block or your heel. Left hand finds it too. Thighs press back, hips press forward. Feel your chest lift up. You can keep your gaze forward. You can take it up. You can stretch it back behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Set your butt back on your heels. Take a break. Okay, you can get rid of the blocks here if you want. We're gonna do one more. All right, use the blocks if that felt good. If you wanna go a little deeper, you can get rid of them, but if you're good with the blocks, then undo it. If you were on your heels with your toes tucked last time and you wanna go a little farther, you can untuck your toes and come to your heels. It's up to you, right? So set it up, tailbone long. Hips can move forward, but your thighs anchor back. You can bring your thumbs into your armpits. So that's a good reminder for me to lift up through your chest, arc up and back, and then your left hand's gonna find the block or your heel, then the right hand can find it. Take a moment here. Feel your chest lift up, your tailbone lengthen down. Nice big lift. Inhale. Exhale. Lower it all the way down. Untuck your toes, take your feet, stretch them over to one side, legs out in front, just give a little wibble wobble. And then a little reset, right? You're gonna do a little butt walk to the top of the mat, a little scooch, and then a little scooch to the back of the mat. That's a long way. That's a long distance. Then you're gonna scoot yourself forward again. Yeah. You got it. And now from here, pull your feet in. And just grab your knees, wrap yourself around, give yourself a little hug, curl your chin into your chest. Give your head a little shake side to side. So our camel pose kind of gets your heart rate going a bit. Right, so we can take the time here just to slow it down. Lengthen up. You're going to take your feet, sweep them over to the left. Just we got like little bent knees here. Spine nice and tall. Spin yourself to the right. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand's going to find your right knee. You can spin your gaze over that right shoulder. Bring yourself through center. Plant your feet for a moment. Sit up nice and tall. Just kind of pause. And then you're going to take your feet, sweep them over to the right side. Take your left hand behind you. Take your right knee to your right hand to your left knee. Sit up tall and wring it out. Same thing here. And now bring yourself back through center and find a comfortable seat. If you want to end in Vajrasana, just as we started, you can. If Shavasana is the name of the game for you today, then please, by all means, go for it. We only have like a minute here. So if you want to take some more time, then you can pause right here and move into your Shavasana and take as much time as you want. But if you're sticking with me, just close your eyes for a moment. Feel the energy in your body. Right now it's pumping, flowing around. Just become aware of that. This is your body on yoga. This is it. So breathe into it. And bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra and bow your head and say a quiet thanks to yourself. Again, you made it here. You rolled out your mat. You did it. So thank yourself. Give your body and your breath a little nod too for coming along for the ride. And may you have a lovely and wonderful day. Thank you for practicing with me. It is a joy. I love hearing from you, so please drop a comment below. I love to hear it. Make it a great day, and hey, I'll see you again soon.